Dr. Dre said, when the ideas are coming, I don't stop until the ideas stop, because that train doesn't come around all the time. Speech is going to be about the process that brings all your favorite music to the platforms where you listen to them on. Now you should listen to me because I've been very involved in music my entire life, because my dad was a band director until the last school year, so until I was 16 years old. And that only grew my interest in finding new music. And as that interest grew, I began to see videos of artists and producers in the studio just having a good time. And that seemed like something I really wanted to do. The process turns out to not be as easy as I thought it would. Now, I believe this is going to relate to you, because everybody listens to music, but not everybody knows how they get that music. Now, the steps to getting music out are writing the music, recording the music, and then, putting the music on streaming and CDs and vinyls and all that good stuff. So, to begin, you have to write your music. Now, to write your music, you're usually going to have to start with some sort of inspiration. This is usually going to be some event that happened to the artist, or it can even be a broad topic like a political issue, or something exciting like clubbing or partying. My favorite story of inspiration comes from the Motley Crue song "Kickstart My Heart." It was written. It's about finding alternative ways than drugs to get a kick, and it's written by the band's bassist Nikki Sixx after he was at a party and had a lethal dose of heroin, and he was taken to the hospital. And while in the ambulance, he was legally declared dead. But the EMT would not give up, and he gave him 2 shots of adrenaline straight to his heart. And he came back, and he decided to write that song. And he chronicled all of this in the band's autobiographical book, The Dirt. Now, once the artist has written their music, they have to get it, they have to put music to it. And usually they do this just by, they find a nice progression of chords that they like, and they put that to a tempo. They find a rhythm that fits the feeling, and then they put all those tracks on top of each other, see how it sounds, and they repeat that process until they like the way it sounds. Once they do that, they take it to their label and they get it recorded. But they have to have a label first. Now, the way you get a label is you have to be found by one of that label's agents. These agents are constantly scanning local talent, local bands, local artists, just to find new people, because the more people they find that are good, the more money the label makes. Now, the best example of scouting ever is going to be Dr. Dre again, because he managed to find crazy legendary rappers like Snoop Dogg and Eminem before they were even heard of, and he made them superstars, got them millions of dollars. Now, once you've been found and signed to a label, the artist has to record their music physically, and they get to the studio and they have to record each part of the song separately. And this is something that a lot of people don't actually realize, but it can take weeks to get one song recorded, because it can take 20 tries to get 15 seconds of a song in. Now, nobody knows about recording the same part of a song multiple times, and the lead singer for Iron Maiden, Bruce Dickinson, while recording the Iron Maiden song, The Number of the Beast, he let out an inhumanly high scream that no one had ever heard before. Now, after the fact, everybody found out he only did that because he was annoyed at how many times they'd been forced to play that part of the song. Once you've got the music recorded, you have to get it marketed, and you have to push it up to where people can hear it. To market songs, usually bands will put out some sort of teaser on social media. For example, the band Motionless in White just released a new song this week to celebrate their album Creatures turning 10 years old. To promote this, they took to Twitter and Instagram and posted a cryptic video, caused a lot of buzz in their community because something was coming. Now, another way that you can market new music is to just go to a live show and play it without announcing that it's coming. This is a common practice with a lot of bigger bands because it's a good way to reward their audience for paying a top dollar just to see them play live. Once you've got the music marketed, it's time to actually push it out onto streaming platforms. And if the band has a real good label, you can just hand it to your manager and he'll take care of it, or she'll take care of it. But a lot of times the artist has to do it themselves, and that's where services like DistroKid come in. DistroKid specifically is where you pay $20 and it takes all of your music and puts it out onto every streaming platform you can think of: Spotify, Apple Music, Amazon Music, Pandora, and SoundCloud, all that stuff. It's really good for smaller artists because they don't have the money to buy an advertising team. Now, they've got the music recorded and ready to listen to. And they just sit back and see how it's received and then get ready to write a new album. So now maybe you see more of the detail of how all your favorite songs are made. And I hope you think about that next time you listen to, new music. Thank you for listening.